Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artery.co.uk. I've done a few videos now on Crafter's Companion products, a couple with the Ultimate Pro tool. So if you haven't seen my other videos, I'll leave them in the description. But it's basically a tool that allows you to do so many things, just about everything. It has a card making section, it has a box making section, it has a trimmer, it does all sorts. I'll link to those videos, like I said. What I didn't realise about it was that you could get different accessories for it. So I do have one, which I think is quite essential, and it's the boxer. It's basically a scoring board, but it is specifically made for making boxes. Now you may wonder, what on earth is the point? Because this already has a box maker, and it does, but you can make different. The box maker on here, it kind of limited to 1/2 inch depths and things like that. But to go back to this, any accessory you get hooks on to the Ultimate Pro board like that. And I do have another one coming later in the week, which I'll showcase as well. Now I'm going to lift this up because I don't think you can see it here. But here we have the box lid. So if we were making a box lid, we'd score from this side. If we were making the box base, we would score from this side. The difference is where the box lid size is, it is slightly wider than this side. So you'll make a slightly wider box lid, which should then fit. Now, I haven't tried this yet, but it is very simple to use because I've been watching videos and all kinds. I'll just get my card. So I have 2 pieces of cardstock here. I'm going to cut these down to a reasonable size, and then I'll show you how to use this. Right, just for the sake of argument, I've cut these down to 6 by 6. So the scoreboard does come with a scoring tool, but there are 2 included in the Ultimate Pro. But of course, you don't have to have the Ultimate Pro. You could just buy the scoreboard and use that if you wanted to. But I'll leave a link to both of these in the description. Right, so I'm going to start off with the box base down here. We have centimetres. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score at, say, 3 centimetres, starting from this end. And you do that all the way around. Make sure that your card is bumped up against this side. I forgot to mention that. Okay. So this is going to be the box base. Now I'm going to cut the tabs in a slightly different way to how I normally do. So normally I would cut sort of this one, cut, notch, notch, and cut, notch, notch. But I'm going to show you a different way to do it. So it means that when these are folded over, if this was a smaller box, these tabs are not going to be bumping into each other. So we'll start off the same way. Cut that score down to the first score line there, and then cut a notch out at the side. And then what we do, instead of doing it there, we turn it around and we do it at this side and take a notch. And we do that on all 4 sides. Turn it around and keep doing it like that. Turn it around. I haven't folded this and furnished it very well, but you get the idea. So now, when we put this box together, these inside tabs are all going to be facing a different way. So if the box was smaller, these tabs are not going to be bumping into each other. So I'm just going to use tape for this. It's my Crafter's Companion tape. It's just for the sake of quickness. You can obviously use glue if you like. Hang on, that's the wrong one. That's the dot one. When I'm putting boxes together, I like to use the actual tape. I just think it's a bit stronger. Make sure that the glue goes on the outside of the tab. I would have been better off putting the glue on before I started, but never mind. But anyway, that's the box base, and it's kind of cute. Right, do the box lid. We do it the same way, only this time we start where it says box lid. And it has to be in this position because the low numbers are here and we're scoring from 3. Oops, 3 centimeters, and do that all the way around. And we just do the same again with the lid. If you like, you can always cut a little bit off that side as well. In fact, I think I will, because that one had a little bit sticking over the edge. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. This time I'm going to put the tape on first. So because I took out 2 notches, if you can see, just make sure that doesn't stick over the top of there. But if you don't want to do that second notch, that's entirely up to you. And there. Now we'll see if the lid will fit. Did it go in? Yes, it does. Oh, just. Yeah, so that fits. And it is quite a tight fit, which I think is good. So whatever you got, whatever you want to put in the box, just measure it and adjust the measurements accordingly, and you get a cute little box like that. So you could add some nice pattern paper to these. You could have different colours for the box base and the box lid. You could put pattern paper on the top, on the bottom to make it a bit more solid. You could put paper inside. And something I forgot as well, which I always forget. If you wanted to, you could put a little notch on the lid at either side. You should measure this, but I'm just going to eyeball it, which means it won't be straight. Just at the opposite ends, little notches in, and then when you put the lid on, it just makes it easier for people to open it because they can just open it like that. So I think that's a good idea as well. But you could put card in the bottom for extra strength if the item's going to be a bit heavier. You could decorate the sides. You could put stickers and die cuts on, some pretty flowers or whatever you want to do. So that's just one of the ways in which you can use this to make a box. I do have another accessory for the Ultimate Pro coming later on this week. So when I get that, I will show you how to use that also. It will involve a lot of cutting, which if you've watched a lot of my videos, you will know I am no good at cutting. But I will give it a go anyway, just to show you what you can do with it. So I don't know how helpful this has been, but you can get many different accessories for the Ultimate Pro, and it's good that you can just take them off and put them on as you need them. And as far as I know, I think it stores inside as well. I forgot to mention that. Just have a go. Take off the little patch. So there's the middle, and you open it up. Does that fit in there? Yeah. Oh, that fits in there, lovely. Yeah, so if you wanted to, you could store it in with that, put the little catch on, and you've still only got one thing to carry instead of two lumbering things. So this is the instruction booklet that comes with it. It's quite informative. It says it has score lines in both metric and imperial sizes. Right. So I only could see I could only see, because I didn't look it up properly, I could only see the centimetres ones, but obviously if you flip it over, it's going to have the inches ones, which is good. Caters for both. And it tells you how to use the board in conjunction with the Ultimate Pro. Use the board as a measuring tool, gives you a little tip on what to do. If it becomes deformed on the opposite the butting surface, to overcome this, simply place another embossing board underneath the boxer board. You then hold your cardstock in place against the side panel because there will be no raised butting surface and the board will lie flush with the top of the Ultimate Pro. So that's quite a good tip. Just that there. Don't know if you could see it. And it tells you how to make the boxes using the basic technique that I showed you there. And it tells you as well how to make custom size boxes and custom shape boxes. So that will all be interesting. I might have a look into doing that a bit later on, but I just showed you the basic, how to make a very basic box using the boxer, it's called. But it's decent as a normal scoring board as well. I like it. So to me, that was the one thing missing with the Ultimate Pro, was having a scoring board. So this was fairly cheap. I shall leave, like I said, I'll leave a link to it in the description and you can have a look at it for yourself. So that's it. I hope that was helpful. Any more ideas or anything you'd like to see me make with the Ultimate Pro or any of its accessories, just drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to read it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye now.